It is the hottest day of summer, and today I have another course analysis. This is course 3. If you look at the tracker document, you'll know that this has already been beta tested. This actually has already had its first bioback review, rework, but I believe he wants to do this again because he has a bunch of better ideas for some of these combiners. And some of this doesn't look as juicy as the newer levels because this is one of the first. This might literally be the first one he has reworked. So to analyze whether this is a decent level or not, I think our metric should be how well it fits the design goal of the game. So the design goal for this game in general is we want the player to experience freedom through expression of movement with the player character. This level specifically has a little bit of a twist on that, where we also want the player to be somewhat immersed in the world, in the story, and this has an important part in the game's overall design because this is one of the first few levels, and with this level we want to set up the idea that this island has an infinite amount of mysteries. So let's start. This is where you enter the level. We're gonna go through the stars one by one. We're gonna think about what the player is likely to do. So when you first enter this level, there is a character right here. He tells you that his workers are missing. He's like mining in the mines. So that's good. We already have the first hook set. The player is now on the mindset. Some sus stuff is going on in this cave. The mice are going missing. If you make any progress in this, if you like walk over here, you should be seeing this area here, which you cannot reach because there is a cap you can't unlock yet at this point in the game. I think that's great too, very fitting for the design goal, because now we're edging the player with this. We're like, yeah, come back later here. There's more stuff to be seen. There's also the shack. If you go to the shack, there is a door that tells you, hey, you can't get in here. So right off the bat, we are like 15 seconds into the level, we have set up 3 mysteries. I have a little bit of a worry that this is too much. 3 mysteries, I don't think the player can keep track of all 3 right away. But maybe that is fine, because if you just keep track of one of the mysteries and pursue one of them, you will be fine. Now there's a bit of a branching path here. You can go that way, or you can go that way. If you go this way right away, that will be fine, you will just get the star. I think you will have a fine experience. What happens if you go this way right away? There is the gay hole you can go to here, which that has the red coin star. If you go and do the red coin star, this feels a little disconnected from the rest of the game, so maybe that's not so great. Because you're just gonna spend like 2 or 3 minutes in some hole, unconnected to the rest of the level. If you don't go there, then that's actually a great setup. We could do something lame and make it so that during the first star this is closed somehow. That might actually be a good solution. Like maybe during the first star there's a huge crystal on top of this and the mouse are mining it down. I'm gonna write that down. Ideas during star 1 to prevent players from spending 3 minutes. The gay hole, close it with a crystal and mouse mining the crystal, question mark? This is not set in stone, it's an idea. I think it will improve the game. Not 100% certain. Let me know what you think, I guess. Then this way is perfect. If you go here, there's a mirror. There's the door with the music set up. No idea what the fuck is going on. Great. We leave, we come through here. There's this setup here. You can't do anything, mice mining a crystal. And now you're on the path to star 1. Which, yeah, the game, if we close the happy hole, then the game pretty much shoehorns you into this. Without you really feeling like you have no other option, I hope. From here you can see the 8-bit pipe. But also, I don't think that players are just going to jump down here, because they've made so much progress, so that's good. Let's get edged. We go here. If you haven't seen the mirror yet, you will see the mirror now. Very cool. We go here. First star. This is just a pretty straightforward mission with a checkpoint. I think the mission's fun, nothing to worry about. That's a star. Boom, that's a wrap. Nice. Yeah. So let's think about how we actually set up mysteries. The way I'm thinking of how to set up mysteries is that there are some things that first make no sense, but then it gets revealed how that makes sense. Like here, the gap with the cap, the shed, the mirror, the music, that, the mining, perfect. Oh yeah, there's also some drawings here. I forgot to mention that. There's some drawings here, some cave inscribings that first make no sense because you don't know the story of the lava yet, but then you later find it out. Good. I think that sets intrigue and hooks, if people care enough about the story. Immersion-wise, how does that do immersion? Well, I don't really have a framework for that. Do you feel like the world is real and fits together if there's mice mining here and you go find weird inscriptions? I guess, I hope so. I think if you are engaged, then that's automatically just going to happen. I hope. You think about that? The number one thing you need for immersion, I think, is for the player to really be focused on the game to the point that they suspend disbelief, don't think about the real world, and nothing breaks immersion because it is ridiculously illogical and breaks suspension of disbelief. So I think we have those three elements, unless I'm overlooking something. Anyway, star 2, the Spooky Shack's secret. So after you get that first star, which basically is your only option except for the red coin star at this point, or the 8-bit pipe, some mice disappear. And this guy's like, hey, some of the mice disappeared, and there's some laughing from the creepy shack. Maybe you can, help us out a little. So you go here, again, the text is unchanged from Act 1. This should give the player the hint, nothing around here changed, you need to go somewhere else. And of course, right here you would see not the wall disappear, but you would see the mice are gone. It tells you the mice are gone, hopefully the players can find that. I'm not 100% certain that the players will find that, but I'm sure we can figure out more hints. You go through here to the next area. Creepy and mysterious. We like it, builds anticipation to what's gonna happen. And then, little silly gag, you get the second star. Okay, this is a very short star gameplay-wise, but it has a lot of lore drops, and I hope it's not boring. I think the anticipation build is good for the vibe of the level. Helps a lot with the mystery feel, even though there isn't really a mystery anymore once you finish that regarding the shack. It resolves the mystery without throwing any new questions up. Well, actually, it does throw up the question, where the hell did the mice go if it's not the shack? Maybe that's good? Anyway, star 3, you enter. The guy from the shack helps you out. Pretty much tells you where to go. You solve this mystery here. Big boss fight. Story arc concludes. This was actually already in the demo mostly, in the first one from 2021. Of course, it looks a lot better now. It's a lot more visually impressive. I like this boss fight a lot, actually. So I think that works too. The only issue I see is if the player does not realize to go here. So that's something we'll have to test in beta testing to make sure the player actually gets there. Still not sure about the mine wall here. I think it's a good idea, actually. Yeah, you've already gone this back way, so unlikely that you would try that again. Then we have Star 4, Cloud Cap Cave. Okay, that's just a fun platforming star. It still has the mystery aesthetics of the cave, but none of the actual mystery. I think that's fine. I think we don't want more than 3 stars in the story arc. So once the story arc is concluded, I don't see how possibly we could still have any mystery left. Maybe it is possible somehow, and I'm just not seeing it. Would it be good though? I mean, I guess if we really wanted, we could make it so that after the Nipper boss, you get another hint at like some sort of mystery, and that mystery is resolved once you do other stuff in the level. But we also have the problem that you can do that out of order. You can do star 4 at any time. You can do star 5 and 6 at any time. So we can't... No, the story arc has to be over at that point. We don't want to limit the player's freedom in how you can explore them. This is a bit of an unfortunate situation. To me, right now, it seems that mystery and freedom are clashing a little bit. Anyway, the infinite happy hole. This also has a... Well, this would have a... This would have a block, or maybe not. I'm not sure. If it does have a block, then we're all good. If it doesn't have a block, then I guess now it's the time to do the star. Man, I really don't like the star. Like, it's cool. And the idea of the infinite happy hole is also like very fitting for a mysterious and weird level like this. Basically, this is like a hole where you infinitely fall and you teleport around, kind of like the door in Mario 64. Very on theme, but the way it is right now in the level, to me, feels like it is clashing with the game's actual design. I think I need a way to block this somehow, and then maybe after stuff, maybe that's it. Maybe that's what you get from here. Like, after you beat the boss, you can finally go into the happy hole. Let me think about that. Maybe the boss somehow drops a hint as to how to enter the happy hole. I think if we manage to do that somehow in a clean way, without this feeling like an arbitrary limitation, that would be a huge improvement. Then we have the castle's retropipe. That's just here. You can do it at any time. It's just a short, fun mission. Of course, we have the retropipes here. Ignore the flickering, it's not real. It's gonna be, yeah, clean. Who cares? And we have the icons. The icons actually are amazing in this level because they fit the theme of mystery so well. The way the icons work on Star 7 is you get the radar and it blinks hot and cold when you're near or far. So you would actually just go around and try to unravel mysteries to get some of these egg coins. They can be anywhere. There are some super secret locations that you are likely only to find with the radar, which I think is great, because then you're like, wow, there's all this stuff I missed. I wonder how much else there is that I missed in this game. And that's the feeling we want to evoke for the whole game here. That would be great if we could. Who the fuck is at my door? Anyway. Yeah, so as expected, there isn't that much stuff that I want to change. I expected that because I had already gotten a lot of beta test data on this level. Except for this red coin star, man. Now that I think about it, I really should have thought about that before. I think we need to do something where beating the boss fight unlocks this. Or maybe beating the boss fight lets you realize the way to unlock this. Like, maybe this is unlockable from the start, but until you beat the boss fight, it is unlikely that you would discover how. That's my big takeaway. I think that's all. If anyone else has some suggestions, leave comments. If not, then bye-bye.